In this group survival session, I build myself an Ironman hydrogen suit for exiting and re-entering the gravity of a planet, then get started on a jump drive accessory for interplanetary travel. Everyone is very impressed.
A thruster and a connector in your back, and you've called it an Ironman suit. It's abstract. Send it to Marvel and see if they can incorporate it into the film.
Hello everybody, welcome to Space Engineers. Mira's upset.
I'm always upset. See, just today I realized that Keen broke it. They ruined my life entirely. Now, I built the space elevator down there on New Vegas, which you've all been touring last week. Before Keen released their player prediction update. And now realized with the player prediction update, the thing just stops working and you stop in the middle of the tube. So they broke my space elevator.
Did they?
So the server has decided it's predicting people only get halfway, and then it just overrides anything else.
Yes.
Is that what it's doing?
Yes.
Oh, foop, foop.
Thank you, Mick. I appreciate that. I feel so strongly about my elevator problem. Now I have to get Sal to build a bloody staircase up there, like with some sort of savage people.
I'm fed up with Space Engineers crashing when I press record in DX3.
Oh, that.
But your thing as well, Mir. Your thing as well. Your thing.
Anubis, are you making stuff without my permission?
No, of course not. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's queuing things up in the middle of my... Like, I'm obviously building. And then a whole bunch of stray large steel tubes show up in the middle.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Wow. Okay, so space is just as dangerous as the planet?
Did it smack you into something?
Yep. And now I'm floating away.
You're just looking at a wall, and then...
I'm dead and floating away.
Face planted.
Yep.
Oh my, why do I have large steel tubes in my inventory again?
You keep picking up the stuff because you think that it was for you?
Are you back at Space Vegas now?
I'm back at Space Vegas. I'm just...
Stupid gravity... I don't want those steel plates anyway. I'll be saying that a lot. Sorry?
I'm building a ship over here. I'm building a ship to get back down to Planet Salt.
So you come up, kill some bugs, and you want to go back down?
Yeah, I feel
Why do you want to go back down?
I feel a duty. I've been watching, as I say, watching lots of Games of Thrones, and I feel the need to build a stronghold and establish an Iron Throne down there and things like that. I feel bound. I don't know. I feel I abandoned Mother Earth too frivolously. Didn't give her enough respect.
Well, on your journey down, make sure that we're all on, so the sim speed's 0.3, and that'll make it quite easy. It'll take a long time, but
it's all right.
You won't be able to go over 30 meters a second.
Nice. That will make it much easier. Well, you all know I'm an expert at flying ships. And, never even produce a dent on a ship. A while since I've made anything without planning it beforehand.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now too.
Making something without planning it before.
That's everything I do.
I normally go into creative and think things through first, but...
I just make it up as I go along.
Really? I couldn't tell. Like, it's totally not obvious by your build style.
I go into creative, make it up as I go along, and then don't fix it in survival. So I've added a useless step.
Well, at least you know that it should work in theory.
Yeah,
another step?
The benefit that Sal has is that everything that you make is practical, right? Like you don't, and it's with the least amount of, like only with what you actually have it on hand, and it works for the job at hand because you build it for a purpose, and only with what you have available. So
She's the most sensible builder of all of us.
Yeah, she is. She's practical. Whereas like the problem that I have when I get into creative is because you have everything and nothing costs anything. I start, you know, adding things that I don't think that I think are cool or that I think look pretty, and then when I go to build it in survival, I'm like, why did I do this to myself? I don't actually need all of this.
And does it actually work?
Yeah, well,
on a
of course it does.
server?
Boris hasn't made his montage video of my failures yet, so everything worked.
What are you planning to go with this stair?
Well, I was just finding a flat space which looked like somewhere where you might put a staircase so that I could see it in position so I could understand how the blocks look and how they work.
Okay.
Because you can't plan a thing unless you know how either your tools or your components
You just said you don't plan. So this is
You managed to
permanent.
take out of context on the fly. Take the words that you want to hear.
Okay, I like them.
Well, that's quite nice.
But is there...
Thanks.
Have we got a version where I don't need to operate?
Minty just complimented
Are
me.
you here, Minty, or is Anubis just accepting
Anubis
any compliment
just-
going?
Yeah, he's assuming I have eyesight and rendering capabilities out of this world. I'm gonna have to go drilling for stuff.
If you can get your ship here, then you can build here, but I stole everything from Space Vegas because I intended to slowly dismantle it and bring it here.
Oh, well,
Just
I can
in
do
chunks.
that.
Why? That's
Fine.
unfair. I had the same bloody idea. I just turned Space Vegas into a ship and connect it to New Vegas and say it's done.
I would leave most of it behind. Well, not most of it. The key bits behind.
Again, I was building a space elevator there, but that doesn't work. So the spotlight can come back, and then we'd have lights.
Why does the space elevator not work?
I had to explain that in full detail, and then somebody told me I'm sulky.
All right, listen, Sulky, I've got a question for you.
Sulky? What sort of bloody nickname is that?
Well, Minty's got salty, so I can't use that one for you.
It sounds like we're
Now,
bloody Humpty
Can
and
we,
Dumpty. Is
can
he
we
Humpty
get
or
back to-
Dumpty?
Well, let's start with which one would you prefer to be, Humpty or Dumpty?
Oh, the terrible option!
And somehow or other, Minty seems to sort of always suit the word Humpty. Which kind of leaves you with
Poop. Get poop. Sorry, I was just reiterating why I'm called salty and not fucking Humpty.
Okay, so question to Sulky Dumpy here.
I'm not Sulky Dumpy! It sounds like a bloody vinegar egg that you forgot behind the couch!
A what?
Abstract reference.
I'm gonna leave a vinegar egg intentionally behind a couch now, so I can say I've found a salty dumpy. In fact, I'm in the Urban Dictionary right now.
Okay.
You alright, Sal?
Question.
I was real!
First question.
Have you done this before? The vinegar egg behind it? Where did that come from?
And other questions along those lines. A vinegar egg, is that a pickled egg? That was the first thing I needed to know the answer to.
Yes, of course, what else do you think?
Why do you leave them behind the couch?
Well,
Why
If-
would
if
you...
you-
call it Salty Dumpy? Hold on, that would imply...
If you put an egg in vinegar, the shell goes all soft. Is that what you mean?
A pickled egg, I think he's referring to. Pickled egg?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, but I prefer the other one.
Yeah, vinegar egg. Salty dumpy.
So how do you fill a hydrogen tank if you can't get it to the connector to fill the hydrogen tank? You have to have like a ship like a refueling ship, I guess.
No, you put your mouth on the fuel cap for the hydrogen tank, inhale a bit, and then you just blow it into the other tank.
Yeah, Minty tried that on the planet. It didn't work.
What happened to him?
Haven't you heard him recently? Either he's not here or he's making a new entry in Urban Dictionary as a result of that.
I was just getting a biscuit. Sorry, I just ran. Sorry.
Nothing.
Someone?
Nothing?
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
important.
I'm good. Keep it that way.
I have a question.
42.
Thank you.
Are you at an auction? Just forgot to mute your microphone.
No. I don't think so. I mean, who buys something for just 42 cents?
Might have been £42.
42,000, I thought.
42,000 what? Eggs?
Doll hairs.
What kind of auctions are you guys going to? Why have you got 42 doll hairs?
Have you ever been on eBay? They sell
Really
that.
creepy. Really creepy.
Yeah,
Creepy.
I'm trying to make a remake of the Chucky movie.
What, from the doll hairs down?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that's an interesting way to make a doll. Start with the
Not-
hair
Start with the hair. Yep.
and then find a skull to put on the end of the hair.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, it's the
Any doll
skull's the
makers
hard
out?
part.
If there's any doll makers out there, could you please start making your dolls in that fashion? Thank you.
That looks nice.
It was
Thank
all
you.
the way around.
No, it looks lovely. Look at that.
No, you've got those
I know.
tiny angular railways.
It's got little lights in the stairs.
Oh yeah, I do
Are
have
we
to have
having
lights.
a conversation with Anubis?
Well, Anubis was the one who helped us.
You're going to edit out me on this.
There we go, that's lovely.
Wow. Why can you not use your left, like alt look around camera when you are in a remote control block?
Keen.
So that's gonna fall down now with
All right, we're gonna. I'm gonna try not to. Okay, Boris. Before I do this,
Like,
is this a bad idea?
Evacuate? Oh, you want my opinion on how to not
Well, I
make
don't want to
something
blow
explode?
up your stuff, so I'm gonna ask your permission before I do this.
before he blows up your stuff.
Well, no, because if I get permission from him, then it's his fault. So I want to connect this to the connector on the thing over there, your stuff, so that I can get hydrogen in this.
Yes.
If I do that, is your entire base gonna explode?
No.
You sure?
Well, actually, I haven't used connectors since they updated it, but apparently connectors are like landing gears now. They shouldn't do all the whole explodey thing. Obviously, it depends how fast you intend to connect it.
They
Well,
shouldn't.
I'm gonna do it really slowly, but
Keen.
this feels like Kerbal Space
Are you-
Program now
where
because
are
I
you
can't
going?
actually look around. I have to do this.
Yeah, are you aiming for the connector or?
I
The
couldn't
other
see
side
the
of the
I couldn't see
universe.
the connector. Okay.
Yeah, you're about, I'm gonna guess, 3 billion miles away from where you should be. Just a guess.
roughly.
Forward or where's your remote control block so I know which way's forward?
It's the way I'm
down?
facing in my seat.
Okay, so forward.
Yeah, I now actually can see the or see the connector. So,
Okay.
am I lined up like forward and back with it or no?
You're pretty well, like it'll correct you, but you have to go forward more. About another block. That's up. It should snap on any time now.
I can't test that the stairs
Okay, so that-
function.
oh, there it goes.
Here we go, here we
Can't
go.
do that.
Oh, hang on, I gotta turn down the strength. Always turn down the strength. And I can't access yours.
Okay, well, I'll go in and share everything here. Locked. All right, cool. And now it should be filled. Oh, it is. Look at that. Wow, it worked.
Oh, I'm over halfway there.
So, do you know what this is, Boris?
Okay.
It just looks like a seat with a thruster on it.
Yes, it is. So, because space engineers, the smallest blocks are nowhere near as small as I would like them to be. But, so just like Minty, I was inspired by a movie this weekend. My movie was probably... What was your movie again, Minty? What were you inspired by? Game of Thrones. You're inspired by Game of Thrones, and you want to make an Iron Throne and conquer the Middle Earth down there. So
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and so I was inspired by the new Avengers movie, Civil War. I went and saw that with my son this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
and
nice.
I've decided that I want to be Iron Man. So I am making, these are my Iron Man suits. So this one here is my, it takes me to space Iron Man suit. And then when I get down to the planet, I'm gonna make a fly me around the planet Iron Man suit.
So what, you're just like substituting the word ship for suit.
Yeah, because I can't do it. So I can't do it in my, I can't make my suit. But yeah, the blocks are way too big for that. But yeah, this is my Iron Man rocket suit.
I think you need a new fashion designer.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, well, I don't have a pepper pot, so you know it suffers.
That'll work.
Yeah, I didn't actually want to put the ion thrusters on it, but I put them on just so that I could merge the blocks here because I needed hydrogen in it.
So, with just the hydrogen, then you would be going 1,000,000 miles an hour in every direction. You had no control whatsoever then.
What are you talking about?
But I think that's kind of the point.
I'd have control.
If you just had hydrogen thrusters, you wouldn't be able to like connect things because the amount of acceleration
I would have
you get
nothing
from
to
them
stop me.
just explode it. Yeah.
I was thinking I would just flip around, but that doesn't work if you're trying to connect. So I'm gonna have to leave the ion thrusters on there.
You can turn them off, but you'll need them for maneuvering.
Yeah. So this is the hydrogen suit, and then I need to make a atmospheric suit and a large like an ion suit that's meant for interplanetary travel.
You're still just exchanging the word suit for ship. It's the loosest interpretation of anything I've ever heard.
Is this like a ship that's built to look like a onesie? Okay, Minty, like that one.
All right, so to make a jumpsuit, and yes, I'm still interchanging suit for ship. To make a jumpsuit, it would have to be a large ship, right? Because the only way to get a jump drive is on a large ship.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I wonder, could I do some crazy merge block? Does that trick still work with
landing gear onto it?
Yeah.
Landing gear will still jump.
Is it still decreasing the...
Like if you landing,
yeah.
If you
Okay.
connect your landing gear to a large ship with a jump drive,
Yeah,
it'll
but
jump.
how does that look if he has his Iron Man suit and just a giant box on his back?
Well, that's Iron Man. You just connect stuff. That's how it works.
And before you go any further, if you actually put the jump drive into your ship suit, you should have probably watched Pacific Rim instead of Iron Man.
Well, you know what?
yeah,
The
true.
scale that I'm forced to build in this game it's going to end up being Pacific Rim, whether I like it or not. So, Minty, you and I are going to
Yes.
have to drive it together and link our brains so that we can control the size of it.
Nice one. I'm well practiced with that.
Okay, good.
You can't use him for that. You know very well that only him and me are brain-wise that linked.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
He's Humpty and Dumpty.
That's correct.
Salty and sulky. So it wouldn't work. They had a technical term in the movie for that compatibility.
They do.
I've got it.
I'm taking inspiration from Anubiz's idea, and I'm going to interchange the word ship with couch.
Sal already made that.
I've already got a flying sofa.
Have you? How dare you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did
Mine's a
that in the
couch.
I did that in the previous season, so I beat you both.
All right. Well, what about an ion?
And I have
What was
the
that?
flying Chesterfield or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! That horrible monstrosity.
Remind me to never build anything out of heavy armor ever again. This stuff takes forever to weld.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? That's actually that is why welding ships actually are really useful. Is that kind of stuff. But of course, right now you can't use ships. But
Thank you, one of my YouTube commenters.
okay.
Why aren't you using a welding ship? I don't like welding ships. They're crap.
Yeah, when I said that, I meant it lovingly, as in, if ships were working, you know, it would be really helpful to do that type of work. But they're not, so you shouldn't.
No, they still crash then.
Well, because you're driving
Even
them.
when they work perfectly.
I'm
Because
with
they
the...
get fed up with how slow they are.
Yeah, I'm
You're
from the
just
forest.
chugging
school,
around and
so-
you can't get into little tight crevices. I'd rather
I
just zone out and put a YouTube video on and just fly back and forward. Unless I was on like 1 by 1 by 1 inventory or something. In which case I probably would have given up the game after about 5 minutes. So it was irrelevant anyway.
No, I agree. I agree. Anubis. I'm in the Anubis camp here. Just for the devil's advocate, I like building ships.
Well, I think you proved their worth when we were building Yulandabar or whatever it's called, and I was trying to do it all by hand, and then
Yolanda Bar. You're right. No,
It's a good thing you're not a geographer. Actually, like make maps.
Dear.
A cartographer.
That'd be good.
I thought I
Yeah,
actually
I
got
couldn't
pretty
think
close
of
to
the
it
name.
that time, but obviously not. Maybe that was
It's
because I've been
closer
saying it
than
wrong
normal.
the entire time, so what I think is right is wrong.
Why do I have just superconductor components now?
I'm building them. I need 1,000 of them to finish this. I'm grabbing them,
Meaning
don't
I
worry.
have to- Oops.
They'll all be gone in a minute once they're finished building. There's only 530 left.
We have a staircase.
I see. You also
gonna
have
come-
some weird floating glass panels everywhere.
No,
and no
they're
safety
all,
railings.
they're all something.
Hey,
Anchored to
Boris,
these.
if you're sneaky while I'm building this, you could just jump us in other locations.
What?
Because
What?
the jump drive is actually attached to your base while I'm building this. All of a sudden I'll be sitting here and welding and everything will be gone because he'll jumped away.
Oh, you could have jumped
you
your
got
base
the fly
over
here?
to Space Vegas instead of me flying all the way here.
Just
Come
as you
pick them
arrive.
up and then come back.
Yeah, that's right.
So
No,
it's
I'm going to do
the-
a sneaky.
The jumping
I'm going to
station.
steal all of your nickel, and then I want to start with the Benny Hill theme tune, a chase across space. Oh, where am I? I'm only 8 kilometers away. I can see Space Vegas.
We're not at
Did
Space
you
Vegas.
fly away from Space Vegas?
I mean, Sloth. I can see Sloth.
Okay, I was gonna say you're going the wrong way.
Stealing my stuff. Stop stealing my stuff.
What stuff?
What did you do with my metal grids? They were
Nothing.
there and then they weren't.
Yeah, they went down into one. Like your stuff moves all over the place. I noticed. You have to actually. It just disappears out of the
I was
assembler
searching for it.
and then goes to another spot.
That's if it gets full. Or if you use... Is your connector collect all? No. Connectors have a habit of...
Taking
holding
everything. Yeah, they do, don't they?
What the hell is going on with Sloth? Why is it spinning around at a high speed?
Are you
Put the
spinning,
beer down,
Minty?
Minty. Walk away.
I've got video evidence.
Well, yes.
dear.
Is your ship spinning? Just to make
No,
sure.
I'm just going straight ahead. I'm scared of even coming close to
How,
that
how
thing.
can you be sure if you know?
I can't be, actually. You're
What
right.
if
there's
space
no-
is spinning?
Well, the planet's perfectly still beside me, but Sloth is going off like it's a fucking Bronco.
You fascinated by that there, Boris?
You said my name. What do you want?
I said you can jump the station now.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
Well,
Why'd you call me
Anubis is
over?
going to just because he wants to see what it looks like.
No, I'm just...
He just wants to watch your station burn.
Yeah, exactly. I'm now considering how I use this as a Iron Man suit attachment so I can jump.
You mean Boris's station?
No, I will disconnect it. It's going to be a jump pack.
Hold on. You should use a station and have that be his chest that just opens up with, I don't know, killer bees.
This
So
isn't
small
Mr. Dress Up.
fighters.
This is Iron Man.
Okay.
Take it seriously! Take it seriously! Jesus.
It's not a tinkle trunk.
Tickle trunk?
Isn't that what it was called? Is tickle trunk?
I've got no idea.
That seems very like
Very
you wouldn't want
wrong.
Tinkle
to
trunk?
use that. Like
I can't
Google
remember.
that.
You wouldn't want to say that in front of the children. Oh my god, Sloth is smashing little Tina around. Oh my god.
Oh, don't look at it. Just don't look at it. That's the lesson Mia taught me. Just don't look at. There isn't
Don't
a problem
look.
until you look.
If you don't see it and tell the server, well, I see something smashing, then the server doesn't know that something should be smashing.
I'm gonna get out of the ship.
Oh, is it an
That's the
Enderman?
whole thing.
Yeah,
what?
this is the.
If you don't look at it, it won't come after you.
But what
In the
if
past, it would
Anubis
all be dead.
convinces the server?
No,
Oh,
Minty.
you'd be very dead.
No. Anubis is just whispering to the server, go smash the thing. I can't jump it. I want it to smash.
No, I said Iron Man, not Hulk. You guys keep
point.
getting it
Well
wrong.
made.
I know, I'm sorry.
Minty,
Yes.
before I leave, you need to come over and look at my Iron Man suit.
Where is it?
I'm
Is
beside.
it attached to the Sloth?
It is attached.
attached
It's close
to the
to Slotch. I just disconnected it.
I can't
Oh,
see.
there you are.
I can't even come near.
I see you. You're by
Oh
by
my
the
God.
Tina, right? Here, I'll come get you.
Yeah, come and get me because what I'm seeing, I'm on heavy psychedelic drugs. Oh look, there's Iron Man. Oh no, it's just you in a spacesuit.
Spaceship, please.
All right,
No,
follow
he's
me.
in a spacesuit, which probably looks more like Iron Man than whatever he's created.
In his
Here we go. So I see something. It's red. Well, that's one comparison I can make that's correct. It's red. Okay. And there's
You want to see me
Right.
put it on? Where are you?
so basically all
There.
you're doing is putting on
There we go.
You've put on a hydrogen thruster and connector on your back. That's what you've done. Just strap-
Basically, yeah.
Basically, a thruster and a connector on your back, and you've called it an Iron Man suit. Look, I'll give you that. It's abstract. Send it to Marvel and see if they can incorporate it into their film. Somehow. Yeah.
You get trapped in doorways very easily.
Yeah. Oh, you just oh, there you're down
It
there.
does.
Down
I'm
there.
still fascinated by the idea that it sounds like a onesie.
It most definitely is not that.
I wouldn't go to sleep in it.
And I'm thinking that I need to find a way to actually get the Iron Man suit to connect to it, right? And then I can jump
Oh, I see
and
the
then
jump drive.
disconnect.
Jump drives.
So I'm going to go with you remember what was that? I can't remember what episode of Star Wars movies where the young Obi-Wan has his little fighter jet and he connects to another thing that then allows him to jump, like the circle ring thing that he connects to, and then it jumps him and then he disconnects and flies down.
Episode 2,
Yeah, so I'm gonna do
Two,
kind of that idea with
3.
my suits. I'm gonna attach them to the jump drive thing and then jump where I'm going, then disconnect, and then fly away.
Ah. I've got no idea what you're talking about. I gave up Star Wars Episode 1.
I hope you enjoyed my somewhat silly hydrogen rocket suit, but in all seriousness, I actually have a goal here. I'm working towards creating simple, inexpensive designs that can move me around on the surface of a planet, escape and re-enter the gravity of a planet, as well as quickly move between planets. If you have any suggestions or ideas, I'd love to hear them in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a like. You'll be doing me a huge solid, as it really does help my channel out quite a bit. And if you're new to my channel, you might be interested in subscribing, as you'll be notified when I release new videos. At the moment, I'm releasing new Space Engineer videos on Monday and Thursday, Elite Dangerous on Wednesday, and some other really fun videos sprinkled throughout. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Have an absolute great one, and I'll see you next time.